Hello. I was out and about this weekend. It was a beautiful day and I was walking along a narrow towpath. It was really, really lovely. The sun was warm, the water was calm, all the waterside plants were flowering. The only problem was I wasn't the only person who thought that this would be a lovely place to be. So on this narrow towpath there were lots and lots of people. There were even people on bikes trying to get past. And in these days of COVID-19, I suddenly became aware of where I was breathing and often looked away while people were passing. We're beginning to learn a little bit more that this illness is in airborne droplets. And so we have to wear masks in shops, and we're advised to wear masks in church. And church is a place where we can't sing. Not only can we not sing, but we can't shout. We can't engage in communal speaking. We can't have music in the background in case anyone raises their voice, because that might project these airborne droplets which carry the coronavirus. And we're troubled because we think of singing as worship. And we forget that worship is so much more. Jesus encountered a woman early in his ministry, a woman from Samaria. Now, Jesus was a Jew. He was from the Israel nation. Samaria was a sort of break-off group, broken off many years previously, and they worshipped slightly differently. Jesus encountered her at a well and he asked her to draw water for him. And then he told her all about herself, because Jesus, being God, knew her intimately. And the woman questioned him, because in Samaria their practice of worship was rather different from the practice of worship in Israel. Should we worship like this, or should we worship like you? And Jesus said something which is very telling and very true for us as well. But the hour is coming, he said, and is now here, when the true worshippers will worship the Father in spirit and truth. For the Father seeks such as these to worship him. In other words, worshipping like a Samaritan or worshipping like an Israelite is not the issue. Worshipping in truth, worshipping through the Spirit and by the Spirit is what matters. And as we think about our worship, perhaps our churches are contemplating opening their buildings again so that we can physically meet. We'll perhaps need to connect with God in a different way. If we can't sing, we need to think more carefully and more deeply about how we worship God in our words, in our actions, in our spirit, and in truth. Keep safe.